The ER nurse wouldn't let me touch my own newborn. My son cried once, sharp and small, and then the nurse lifted him off my chest like she had made a mistake. Wait, I said. My hands were still shaking. My arms felt empty. He's mine. The nurse did not answer. She stepped back, pressed a button on the wall, and put herself between me and the bassinet. Another nurse appeared, then another. The room filled with quiet movement. Shoes, gloves, a cart blocking the door. I just gave birth, I said. I need to hold him. The first nurse shook her head. Her face was tight. Careful. Please stay in bed. I tried to stand. My legs slid off the mattress. The room spun. A security guard appeared at the door. He did not look at me. He looked at the floor like he was waiting for instructions. Why can't I touch my baby? I asked. No one answered. They wheeled my son to the corner of the room and turned his bassinet so I could not see his face. A clear plastic cover snapped into place. A monitor beeped faster than before. I asked again, louder this time. My voice cracked. A doctor came in and stood by the sink. She washed her hands for a long time. She did not look at me while she talked. We need you to stay calm. I am calm, I said. Give him back. She nodded like she agreed, but she did not move. Another nurse taped a paper sign to the door. I could not read it from the bed. Minutes stretched. My stomach felt hollow. My arms ached like they were reaching for something that was not there. They brought in a clipboard. They asked me questions I had already answered 100 times. Where had I traveled? Who had I been around? Had I felt sick? Had I had a fever? Had I noticed a rash? I said no to everything. My husband Mark tried to come in. They stopped him at the door. I could hear his voice rise. I could hear it break. The nurse by my bed pressed a button on the rail. You need to lie back, she said. I won't, I said. I need my baby. The guard stepped closer, not touching me, but close enough that I felt it. I lay back down. They closed the door. Hours passed. The lights stayed bright. My son cried again. It was a thin sound. I tried to count his breaths from across the room. I could not see him clearly. I asked if he was sick. No one said yes. No one said no. A woman in a dark jacket came in with a badge I had never seen before. She spoke quietly to the doctor. They both looked at me, then away. I started to understand that I was not going to win this by asking. Near evening, 2 people entered wearing different gloves. Blue, thick. They shut the door behind them and locked it. One of them held a folder. The doctor finally sat by my bed. She looked tired now. She looked human. We had to act fast, she said, before we had confirmation. I said nothing. I stared at the bassinet. A routine blood screen came back with a flag, she said. It does not mean you are sick. It means we could not wait. The woman with the folder opened it. She turned it so I could see the page. There were boxes and numbers and one word circled in red. There is a rare infection, she said. Adults can carry it without knowing. Newborns cannot survive it untreated. My ears rang. The room felt far away. We separated you to protect him, the doctor said. We started treatment right away. They lifted the plastic cover. My son's face was red and scrunched and alive. A tiny mask rested near his mouth. A nurse adjusted a line taped to his arm. He is breathing, I whispered. Yes, the doctor said. He is stable. The woman with the folder closed it. Your confirmatory test just came back negative. I felt my chest collapse in on itself. We are bringing him to you now, the doctor said. The moment I felt his head on my chest, I knew I'd never take him for granted again.